Well, if you're out in the backcountry and find yourself in a bind, Vail Mountain Rescue can help you out. But maybe you're not even in the backcountry and you're just doing a little bit of sledding. Dan Smith joining me now. I know you guys had a kind of a fun and hectic weekend this past week.
We had on Saturday we had a 3-year-old child get a skull fracture in a backyard sledding incident at Jay's Hut. We got called, and because it's close, it's still, you're not going to get out on your own. Went in, got the child, took a paramedic with us. Paramedic diagnosed it as a skull fracture, and we got flight for life, which was very lucky. They were able to land in the parking lot. Whole mission from when the child was injured to when he was in the bird, headed to Denver, 2 hours.
Wow.
That's
a long time.
Benchmark. That's a hell of a good time for just about anything in the backcountry.
Yeah.
So that one went very well. Child's going to be fine. As great stories to tell, and some boo-boos that are going to take a while to heal. We also did some training with Beaver Creek Ski Patrol. We ran an avalanche scenario. We had 26 folk, which is many more than you'll ever have on an avalanche. It's great for training. About half Beaver Creek Ski Patrol, about half Mountain Rescue. We took 5 of the backcountry paramedics along and ran it in Stone Creek Chutes, which is right next to Beaver Creek. Went great. This is we each do things in a slightly different way. And once you can talk about that all day long, but until you start playing with it in the snow, and you say, well, yeah, I kind of like that. Well, that didn't work real well, and it works out great. And everybody learns to work with one another. So all in all, a great week for us. We were a very successful mission and a great training, and that's what you look for. It keeps everybody enthused, and we enjoy it. It's we do it for a lot of different reasons. But you don't do something you don't enjoy for very long. And we've got folks, I think our record right now active still is about 32 years. I've only got 16 in. I'm relatively newcomer compared to some. And I know Anne Marie's got like 25 in. So we're now gearing up for our helicopter training in 2 weeks, that's one of the more interesting things we do. And I'll have some slides on that a couple weeks from now.
Okay, and so you do all of this based on donations.
Yes. So
you can have these trainings and these missions successful just because of the donations.
We had about $250,000 worth of gear up at Jay's Hut. Trucks, snow machines, radios, all that. We had to raise all that money ourselves, and we get a lot of support from the sheriff, a lot of support from the National Guard. But at the end of the day, radios cost $2,000 a piece, and every now and then you run over one with a snow machine, and you eat a radio. Well, we've done other odd things with radios. One made the trip from Cerro to Gypsum on the front bumper of the truck.
Oh no!
It was fine. Radio was perfect. It was just a little dirty. So, but things happen with gear, and the more you sweat and break gear on trainings, the less you sweat and break gear on missions. And just you have to do it.
And you're all volunteers as well.
Nobody gets paid from me on down. The pay stops at the undersheriff. We work directly for him, and everybody else is there. And most of these folks, there are only about 4 or 5 of us that are retired now. The rest walk from a paycheck when they go out on a mission, or they walk from their families, or they, I got to go drop the fork at the dinner table and take off. There's a lot of family support that's necessary to let that happen.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes my wife declares a mountain rescue free week, and that's been known to happen. I think we're coming up on one of those pretty soon. But you have to. You got to take time off and say, okay, I'm not going to go on this one. Let's let somebody else go on this one. You have to.
Yeah.
It's when you do our mission load, which is 127 last year. That's one every week, or no, it's a couple 4 every week, something like that. That's a lot of missions.
That's a lot.
And you gotta take time off.
And you guys, I know that you sometimes are out there till 3 in the morning, or you're getting calls in the middle of the night. So thank you so much for your services and for volunteering. That's why it's so important for you to make donations through vailmountainrescue.org so that we can keep making sure that they have the top of the line equipment, so that if you're going to be going out there in the backcountry, that they can rescue you safely and efficiently. But coming up next, we have a quick look at your weather forecast. We're going to take it up to Ken Hovey. He is live with First Chair. He's going to give you a look at those on-mountain conditions as well.